The story begins with someone telling us that one day, gates and dungeons appeared and demonic beasts poured out. A huge calamity had hit humanity. However, the appearance of hunters who had awakened abilities turned the calamity into an opportunity. From the demonic beasts they hunted, divine energy and divine materials were harvested, and it provided a new hope for humanity. Hunters were divided into classes from SSS to G. A G-class ability was technically no different from a regular human, so they were basically the bums of the hunter society. It is the same as having a useless quirk called Hand's Toothbrush in the My Hero Academia anime. Back to the story. After the hunter's class has been decided, there was basically no possibility of it changing. In the present, a girl is silently looking at a poster with a hunter on it. She seems to be a hunter since she has a hunter re-examination application form in her hands. Her ability attribute is lightning, and her class is B+. She is depressed since this is her 10th examination and her class didn't go up. She wonders if all her training was worth nothing. She gets surprised when someone calls her from behind and asks, "Doesn't something feel tingly right now?" Worst pickup line ever, but it somehow works, and she gets excited that another person is asking for her number. Her popularity is unmatched. She turned to see the person calling her, and it was a guy who looked like Saitama from One Punch Man before he lost all his hair. The guy tells her to not take this the wrong way. He is not usually this kind of person. The girl shows a face of disgust that this pervert is trying to riz her up. She prepares a lightning fist, and the lucky guy gets a call. So he excuses himself to take the call, and he quickly escapes from there. As the girl is confused as to what that bastard is up to, her number and name are called several times. Her name is Song Miri. The receptionist calls her again, and she finally responds. She is told to go to the examination room. Later at the examination center, Song Miri is told that her results are out. She checks it again, but her class still remains a B+. She is sad that she couldn't surpass B class again. It didn't matter what she did. She just couldn't break the limit of class. Her attention is drawn to her phone as she gets an emergency alert that a gate has appeared in Songdong-gu, Seoul. An A-class thorn bull has appeared. They are calling upon nearby A-class and above hunters. The news of a thorn bull shocks her. At a park in Songdong-gu, a news reporter reports that the demonic beast that suddenly appeared is running wild. While civilians who are unable to run away in time are being injured, hunters are yet to arrive. According to the current information, the demonic beast is a thorn bull. And if this is true, they are facing a demonic beast that can destroy an entire city alone. Among the civilians running away is the Saitama guy with a little girl. The little girl called Sion Giant falls down to the shock of the Saitama guy. He checks on her, and she is fine. Before they could escape, the demonic beast appeared behind the Saitama guy, ready to kill them. The Saitama guy tries to protect the little girl by holding her tight. "Bro, if you want to save her, shouldn't you push her away instead? It's like you're trying to get both of you killed." A lightning storm attack comes just in time to stop the demonic beast from killing them. Song Miri with a helmet on is here to the rescue. Both the Thorn Bull and the Saitama guy are surprised at her appearance there. She is also surprised that her attack had no damage on the demonic beast. She quickly charges up another attack to strike the demonic beast. She releases a more powerful lightning storm at the Thorn Bull again, hoping to damage it this time. After the attack, she wonders if she got it this time. But when the dust begins to clear, the demonic beast emerges unharmed, just ticked off by her annoying attack. His roar sends a powerful shockwave at Song Miri, and she is sent flying downwards and crashing to the ground hard. She struggles to get up, but in the end, she manages to and guesses that an A-class beast is on a different level. She then notices the Saitama guy and the little girl nearby, hiding. Knowing that the demonic beast is just behind her and that this is a dangerous situation, she musters up the courage to face the Thorn Bull and save them. She tells them to run away because she doesn't know how long she can keep fighting the demonic beast, so they better hurry up. The demonic beast charges towards her. Knowing she can't beat the demonic beast, she plans to stall for time. But her power got weaker since she released a lot of it just a while ago. As the Thorn Bull gets closer to Songmiri, she recalls a memory from her past when her parents were killed and she vowed to destroy everything, but someone called her and warned her to not even dream of something like revenge. In the present, she grins her teeth and shouts for the Thorn Bull to not play with her. She charges up her last bit of lightning as the bull approaches her. She suddenly hears a shout, God's crushing forefinger. At the moment, the shout rang in her head. Her lightning ability increased above B class, and she was overflowing with so much power. She quickly charged up another powerful lightning storm attack, aimed at the Thorn Bull, and fired it, sending shockwaves across the entire city. Sometime later, the journalists were excited that the Lightning Empress, a B-class hunter, had defeated an A-class demonic beast. Some people were also thanking her and shouting her praises as they struggled to get past her guards to see her. The reporter explains to the audience that a B-class hunter, Lightning Empress, has defeated the Thorn Bull with an amazing attack. Even the Lightning Empress herself is shocked that she managed to defeat the demonic beast. She wonders what that insane power was. It felt like she surpassed her limit. The Saitama guy calls the Lightning Empress by her real name, and along with the little girl, they thank her for saving them earlier. He wonders how he can even repay her, but she refuses his offer and is just glad they are okay. Saitama guy thanks her one more time and quickly slips away from the site with the little girl. Suddenly, it dawned on Songmiri, the Lightning Empress, that the Saitama guy called her by her real name. No one should know that she is the Lightning Empress. During the fight, she heard a voice in her head before her power skyrocketed. So it seems the Saitama guy was the owner of the voice. She wonders just who the hell that guy was. A few days ago, in a cafe somewhere, someone is trying to write something using Microsoft Word. It is the Saitama guy, so it turns out he is the MC of the story. He is distressed because tomorrow is his due date, but he can't seem to write anything. He decides to play with his phone since he doesn't know how to focus. He's going to try and clear out the unused apps on his phone. While scrolling through his phone, he finds an app on his phone. The app looks like a treasure chest. Apparently, he doesn't remember downloading and installing the app. If it were me, I would just delete it without a second thought. But this guy opens the mysterious app he doesn't remember downloading on his phone. This is how most people get viruses on their devices, by the way. The app turns out to be a game, and it is called God Maker. It starts to load, and when it is done, an ant appears on his screen, along with a pop-up screen with instructions he can't read. He wonders what the fuck is up with this failure of a game. He then decides to just randomly press stuff. He presses on the ant on his screen, and it dies. A gold coin with the number 1 on it pops out of the phone, hits his forehead, and lands on his laptop, leaving him stunned. The game informs him that number 1 was crushed to death, and as a reward, 1 Dark God coin was dropped. He is now one step closer to becoming an evil, power-seeking god who rules by force. Bro is still confused as to how a coin pops out his phone. He wonders if he has just awakened his hunter abilities. He explains that 20 years ago, if something like this had happened, you would have visited the psychiatric ward at a hospital or sought out a shaman. However, the world has already changed. He heads to the Hunter Examination Center. The receptionist calls his name and his number. His name is Mr. Uilshin. He gets embarrassed at his own name as some NPCs become fond of his name. The receptionist congratulates him for his aptitude test results, showing that he has gained abilities. He gets excited because finally, he can be a hero and get lots of bitches. He doesn't even wish for an A class, just a D class. No, even if he were an E class, he would still be able to quit his job as a novel author and become a hunter. But life is full of disappointments. He is told he is G class. Basically, he is a loser in the hunter society, and bro can't hide his disappointment as the receptionist hands him his form. The form indicates that his ability is the creation of matter. But still, who is he kidding? Being a G class is still pretty much the same as being a regular civilian. The receptionist asks him if he would like to register for a license. He asks for the price and is told it is 280,000 won. This bitch She wants him to pay for something he can't even use. He is silent for a while, and she tries to ask the question again, but he immediately refuses her. He knows that there isn't a single dungeon that he can enter as a G class, and she is trying to waste his money. He is seriously disappointed. He kind of had his hopes up about this, but he is just another loser. He will just go home and finish the chapter before the web novel manager starts harassing him. So bro is a broke-ass web novel author. At 2:15 a.m., he is still struggling to write anything. What did he do for the past 5 hours? He was just typing and deleting. He turns on the TV to cool his head. On the news, they announce that the S-Class hunter Baek Yuhyun has attempted the disaster rank Dark Dragon's dungeon and has succeeded. Thus, humanity is one step closer to salvation. Yu Ilshin changes the channel and see another S-Class hunter, Song Mina, advertising a skincare brand. Yu Ilshin gets annoyed that everywhere he looks there are successful hunters. He hates seeing them. Hunters are basically celebrities in this world. He tries to sleep to clear his head and write later. But his phone wouldn't stop ringing. It seems he's getting notifications. The annoying sound infuriates him so much that he wakes up again to stop it. He wonders what's with the app that continues to ring without turning off. He angrily plays the new game on the phone to shut the phone up. He continues to kill the ant on the screen, and more dark coins pop out of the phone. He gets a lot of coins as he continues to play the game. By morning time, he wakes up and wonders where all the piled up coins went, because there were at least a few hundred dark coins. But after noticing something different, he picks up one of the coins and sees that the small coin used to say 1 on them, but this is 100. His phone rings again, drawing his attention. The game congratulates him, the unknown god. He has fulfilled the requirements to open God's store. Another treasure chest pops up, and he has a yes or no option to choose from. Without hesitating, he declares that curiosity kills the author and chooses the yes option, and his phone begins to emit a captivating light. Somewhere in South Korea, in a conference room, someone thanks the president, the chief of the Hunter Association, and all important guests from the political and business world for coming there, despite their busy schedule. The speaker declares that their nation finally has a hunter who has opened up their hunter store. The whole room starts buzzing with excitement, cause their nation finally has someone who can use the hunter store. One person asks if it isn't a rare ability to awaken even amongst creation-type hunters, and another person wants to know how they can purchase items and skills that are different from their classes. 2 hunters are invited inside the conference room. One man and a beautiful S-Class female hunter from the poster and earlier commercial on TV. It seems she is going to be a major character in the story. The male hunter is the S-Class creator hunter, Sir Kong Woo, who unlocked the hunter store, and the beautiful waifu is the S-Class telepathic hunter, Song Mina, who is here to clarify all doubts about Kong Woo's abilities. Kong Woo is told to manifest the hunter store. Everyone gets excited to witness the hunter store. Kong Woo activates his ability like he is trying to fire a Kamehameha. The wind blows, and everyone tries to shield themselves from the impact. But nothing happens some seconds later. What a big letdown. The president wonders what happened because, apart from the commotion, he didn't see anything. He asked the guy next to him, who didn't see anything either. The speaker calms everyone down and explains that it's normal for only the person who's activated the store to be able to see it. So Song Mina will use her telepathic ability to show everyone the store that only the hunter can see. Song Mina shows everyone the store with her ability. The hunter store appears before them. It contains some items like an A-class high potion that costs 7,000 gold, an S-class holy sword Excalibur that costs 2 million gold, and SS-class lightning God's blessing that 3 billion gold. At the moment, the total gold of the user is 0. One guest is excited since these are items that he has only heard in myths and legends. Another is excited to finally see the famous hunter store. One person points out that the lightning God's blessing worth 3 billion gold is around 3 trillion won. But that's a steal if he considers the skill's ability, another person points out. The president calls for everyone's attention. He tells them to bear in mind that the fate of their country depends on this. So they must keep this a secret until the project is running fully. Kong will be assigned at least 2 S-Class hunters as his bodyguards. Back at Yu Ilshin's apartment, after he presses the yes option, he is informed that in order to activate the God's store, he needs 100 coins. Would he like to use them? He accepts, and huge coin with 100 written on it disappears from his bed. He wonders that, up until now, only those strange coins kept appearing, but maybe he's a creation-type hunter like Kong Wu. But the difference between Kong Wu, who's an S-Class, and he, who's a G-Class, is like heaven and earth, but maybe he'll be able to get some money? The God shop finally opens. He has a total of 372 gold in it, and similar to the hunter store, the items are expensive. He is confused since he can't understand what is written there, and the items are expensive and pricey. He is just too broke to buy anything from the store after one night. He could only gather 300 coins. Why are the items so expensive? The app understands that his ass is broken and quickly scrolls to find a cheaper and more convenient item for him to buy. It stops at a 100 gold item as if it is asking him to buy it. Not having a lot of options, he opts to purchase the item. He is informed that he has purchased unique authority blind God's eye. The item's description, which he can now read, states that this is the unique authority of the unknown God, which was activated by a strong wind. He won't be able to see the truth, even if it's in front of his eyes. The item doesn't mean it causes blindness. How would blind eyes be useful, he wonders. The authority gets activated and he becomes blind. He immediately starts to panic and accidentally drops his phone. He tries to make sense of this situation. He didn't just become blind, did he? He plans to call 119, so he searches for his phone. He ends up kicking something, and as he screams in pain, his eyesight returns, and he can now see again. He was scared for a moment there, but when he picked up his phone, and he found out that he could now read the words. So the temporary blindness was the installation process of the authority. All the available items in the shop have grand names. An authority catches his eye, and it is by far the most expensive item there. He feels like a protagonist in a novel. Someone who's a G-Class would live as one until they die. Those who are S-Class would live as one until they die too, but he's sure they said there were exceptions. Maybe he is also an exception. He goes through the shop to see if there is anything else he can buy with the small amount of gold he has. He finally finds an authority called God's Crushing Forefinger, which costs 100 gold. After seeing that, he has the right amount. He plans to click on it since it is the only one he can afford. The gold coin disappears from his room after he purchases the authority, and the game notifies him that he has purchased God's Crushing Forefinger. While looking at his forefinger, he wonders what it does and tries activating the authority. He gets startled when the AC behind him that his forefinger is pointing at gets turned on. After noticing this, he points at the AC and activates the authority several times, and this turns the AC on and off every time he activates the authority. He turns and points at his TV, and it also turns on while it's off. It seems Bro's finger is a universal remote. He soon realizes that this ability is some sort of remote control. Later, he receives a call from the company he writes novels for. He is being showered with praise for the new novel he sent in. He is surprised that the novel is that good since he just wrote about how he has been killing some ants on his phone for a few days. And they consider the novel fun. He is told that the plot's unique and it's got so much potential, but there is one problem, which is that there is no next chapter. They had Bro scared there for a moment. But since this novel is so amazing, he needs to hurry up and send the next chapter. He promises that in 3 days, no, in 2 days he will write and send it over to them. Honestly, they were not expecting anything, but now they are excited to see what he brings. After the call ends, he opens the game since him killing the ants in the game is great content. So now he is more determined to play more. He continues to kill the ants and generates some coins, all while apologizing to the ants for killing them since he has no choice. He is just working hard on his new novel. At the moment, he has just killed ant number 302. He continues his rampage on the ants and continues to get a lot of gold coins. After receiving 100 gold coins, they begin to combine to form one big 100 gold coin. This is his first time seeing the combination process. He picks up the big gold coin, and he wonders how far he is from buying items from the store, cause even the cheapest items are going for 1,000 coins. An item like the Growth God's Blessing for the lowest class god, which goes for 1,000 gold coins, would definitely be better than some useless authority, even if it's from a god of the lowest class. The word growth just makes his heart beat real fast. He will quickly collect 1,000 gold coins and buy the item. He continues to play the game, and when he gets to ant number 404, he is shocked to see a red ant among the smaller black ants. What is more shocking is that this red ant keeps evading his finger and refuses to die. Every time he moves in for the kill, the red ant dashes away. Bro finally notices it is different from the other ants he has been killing all this time. Maybe this red ant is the boss. Yuilshin gets excited, cause if that is the case, when he finally kills this ant, he might get a bigger reward. But the little fella just keeps dodging, and this frustrates Yuilshin. He gets all fired up and plans to show his game skills from back in the days when he used to play piano tiles. He tries and tries, but to his shock, he can't get the red ant. He wonders just how fast the red ant is. He just silently watches how the red ant is panting frantically while the black ones are trembling with fear. He gets angry and starts to tap his screen quickly, promising to kill every last one of them. Some time passes, and he has made more than 100 gold coins and has also just crushed ant number 801 to death. The game informs him that his karma value as an unknown name god has surpassed 800. 200 karma left until he can obtain the title of an evil god who strives for power and aggression. At 3 o'clock a.m., even though he is barely conscious, he is still playing the game. The game notifies him that he can earn rewards once he obtains the title. He finally falls asleep with his phone in his hands. His unique authority, Blind God's Eye, activates, and the game shows the notification that a god of an unknown name is chasing after the unacquired sacrifice, red ant number 404. So after all that time, Bro was still not able to kill the red ant. In Yuilshin's dream, a film is rolling. In his dream, Yuilshin is sitting alone in a movie theater. He is baffled as to why he is alone in the movie theater. Before he can make sense of the situation, the movie begins, so Bro locks in to watch the movie. He looks as if he is hypnotized. In the movie, a creature is walking in the desert, wondering about the power of the Black Tribe's god. Truly a ruthless god. He even sacrificed his followers to try and kill this strange creature. His depravity makes him seem more like a demon than a god. The strange creature turns out to be a red ant, and he seems to be running out of time. He has to let his companions know of the Black Tribe's god. He gets to the entrance of their hideout. Although he was injured and even coughed out blood, he finally made it here. He slowly walks into the cave and finds his companions dining on some black ant meat. He stands before them, and they silently stare at him. He informs everyone that he finally figured out where their food, the Black Ant tribe, had escaped to, but they were all annihilated by the god of the Black Tribe. It was a monstrous beast, so he even barely managed to escape. They must do something before that monster strikes again. After his loud declaration, the place is silent for a while. Then the other busts out laughing at this loser for making up stories after being defeated by his food. Ain't no way the god of the Black Ant tribe is a monster. Someone silences everyone, and all the red ants stand upright like soldiers to welcome this figure. An old geezer red ant appears at the entrance, and 404 bows to greet this red ant shaman. This shaman is Sir 808 of Dawn, and the shaman has long sensed the presence of the evil being the 404 mentioned. The shaman declares that what 404 is saying is true, and 404 blushes from the shaman's acknowledgement. The shaman declares that this is now the territory of His Majesty, the great emperor, an evil god on such holy grounds, that they must eliminate it immediately. 404 is honored that the wise shaman believed him. The shaman then places his hand or claw, am sorry, I don't know what to call it, and bestows power on 404, and the ant's wounds heal instantly to his astonishment. The shaman instructs 404 to lead them to the Black Tribe's god. he will personally subjugate this evil spirit. The rest of the ants get hyped up. These ants have been war-ready for a while now. Death to the evil spirit. Yu-Ilshin wakes up from this dream like he just had a nightmare. He sits up on his bed and recalls that the dream felt too real. What the hell was that? Did he just dream about ants, or did an ant dream about him? Without letting a moment go by, the game notifies him that Red Ant 404 and 808 are invading him. He checks his phone and finds 404, who he couldn't kill before on his phone. He gets fired up again and declares that this time he will kill him. But he gets alarmed when he hears a voice from the game. The army of ants declares that nature shall deny evil, and Yu-Ilshin wonders if the ant with the beard is the same one he saw in his dream. Suddenly, his phone begins to glow, and he is attacked by the ant through the phone. He is speechless cause he wasn't expecting something to come from his phone and injure him. He starts to bleed at where he was attacked. It turns out the shaman was the one who attacked him. The shaman prepares another attack and hits Yu-Ilshin in the head again. So this whole time, bro thought he was just playing a game, but he was actually killing ants in another world, and now they are finally retaliating. To the ants, Yu-Ilshin is an evil god who keeps killing other ants, and he needs to be banished. Yu-Ilshin is a giant in the sky to the ants. 404 praises the shaman for subjugating the evil god. He has made a great accomplishment. His majesty will be overjoyed as well. Another says, perhaps they'll get to feast on a holy maiden from the expedition this time. As they are jubilating, the shaman is trembling with fear. Above him shines a bright red light, and he tells everyone to run away before he gets attacked and killed instantly. Several more of the attacks are coming towards the army of ants. They begin to get annihilated by the attacks. Even 404 can't escape the attacks this time. On the other side, Yu-Ilshin is angrily punching his phone as if he just got a breakup text from his girlfriend. He continues to punch away, and he is informed that 404 and 808 have both been subjected to a violent death. But bro has lost his mind and just keeps punching his phone. Their attack must have hurt a lot for this broke-ass author to punch his phone like that. After some time, he rests before realizing that he's been beating the living daylight out of his phone, and now it is completely shattered. But all is good cause he has finally obtained the title of Evil God. Please like this video if you enjoyed the recap and want to see more on this story, and subscribe to future parts of the story and other updates. Thank you.